My name's Selah Glomski, and I'm reading one of the great books. We regard great books as great books because they've been proven by the test of time. And some books aren't quite there yet, but we read them because they are, for now, great books to read. And one of these is Jacob Bear and the Telephone. This actually is a short story by Mark Helprin, and it addresses in an interesting yet still pointed way the modern difficulty with technology. It's about Jacob Bear, who's a rabbi who approaches this amazing rich town. And it is a rich town because the people there have adopted this amazing wonder of technology, the telephone. And Jacob Bear is just kind of a rugged, down-to-earth man who sees from an outsider's perspective what the telephone has done to this town and to the people. He sees that there aren't really children around. He sees that everyone is on a telephone and they're not really speaking to each other, and that all of this is happening, but at the same time, the town is very prosperous. He has this great paragraph about the overflowing options for bagels, and I can't help but think that's affected by his time in New York City. But all of this is going on, and yet Jacob Bear is seeing that something is off, that there are traditions that are being missed. And eventually he's brought before the town council, and he shares with the town his hesitations with technology. This story is packed with sentences and paragraphs that just fit right into this era that we're living in right now, where we sometimes don't even see the effect that technology and even the telephone is having on us. Now, I don't think that Helprin is necessarily condemning the telephone itself, but he is pointing out that there are several dangers to really worshiping and elevating tech that we interact with on the day-to-day, and that we might get lost in a making technology as if it were divine and as if it were higher than things that we previously loved, such as tradition and such as religion and values and virtues and things of that nature. I think that this story helps us see many themes in Scripture, and that reading this alongside the Bible, we see that we could even take something that seems to add so much value and potential in our life, and it could become, he even uses this analogy, a golden calf in our own lives. And that can be done in several ways. Maybe it is idolatry like that, or another biblical theme that he touches on is this rush to have what everyone else has. And we realize that that is not something that we chase after as Christians. We aren't in a rush. We shouldn't be in a rush to get what everyone else has. And those are some of the ideas that we see reflected both in the short story and as well as in the Bible. I think this education will help me all around do things well. And that, yes, is academically, intellectually. I have grown and know how to think well and write well and communicate well, which are major needs in career and ministry, but it has also shaped my whole person, helps me to feel rightly and do rightly and grow in virtue and affection and love for the proper things, ordered in the proper way. And I think those are some things that will serve me in all areas of life, both in career and ministry, at home, in the way that I love my family, whatever I end up doing for the rest of my life.